I know you've answered this question as a beat reporter for the Elyria Chronicle-Telegram. You can also read them on brownzone.com. Do you think the Browns are looking at potentially trading Denzel Ward?
I don't think so. I don't know why they would, Dave. You know, he's a number one cornerback in the. You know, he's a top number one guy in the league. He's a Pro Bowler a year ago. I know he's due for a big contract, right? And that's coming up after the 2022 season. But, you know, he's a hometown kid. He wants to be here. I think he's proven that he's a big-time player. I just don't see the reason you would want to deal a guy like that.
The other thing is you view it as a position of strength. You have Greg Newsome, but that is a position that needs to be strong because of the modern NFL throwing the football all over the place, 3-4 wides. You better have a couple of corners that can cover. And right now, Newsome and Ward are pretty darn good.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You need a lot of depth too, right? So with Ward, Newsome, Greedy Williams, and Troy Hill, you go, okay, we like this foursome. You know, and you have A.J. Green as a fifth guy if you need him. But if you take Denzel Ward away, all of a sudden, is Greg Newsome a legit number one? I mean, that's a question you have to answer. Greedy Williams, you know, has had plenty of injury history, right? We know about the shoulder, which he tried to play through last year, but it did crop up, and he's entering the last year of his contract. And then there's not a whole lot of depth there. So, you know, I can understand why Denzel Ward was brought up in possible Deshaun Watson trade scenarios, right? Because you're trying to get a quarterback back, a quarterback you think makes you a Super Bowl contender. But unless it's for a quarterback, I just don't see why you would trade Denzel Ward unless you thought you're not going to sign him to a big-time extension. But I've not gotten that indication from the organization.
And along those lines, it's important to note, salary cap's going to continue going up in the NFL. Revenue streams are coming in, and there will be an increase in the salary cap each and every year.